Hey there, folks. Picture this. It's barely sunrise, 6 a.m., and I'm standing in my beat-up work boots, coffee mug in hand, staring at a shiny new chain stretched across the entrance to my family's campground, the one my grandpa poured his soul into building 70 years ago. This woman, Veronica Styles, in a pantsuit that probably costs more than my truck, is actually humming, as she snaps a padlock shut on the gate my granddad carved with his own hands. She turns, flashes this smug little smile, and says, "Nothing personal, Mr. Callahan. Just progress." Oh, Veronica, you picked the wrong guy to mess with, because sometimes the quiet fellow with dirt under his nails is sitting on a secret that'll turn your whole world upside down. Let me take you back to how this all started. 'Cause this ain't just about a gate or a chain. It's about family, legacy, and a fight I never saw coming. My name is Lucas Callahan, and I'm the third generation to run Willow Creek Campground, tucked deep in the Tennessee hills. My grandpa, Tom Callahan, bought 900 acres back in '53 for a measly 10 grand, a fortune back when gas was 20 cents a gallon. He had this saying, "Lucas, when you buy land, you buy the dirt, the sky, and everything in between." Words like that stick with you, and they'd end up saving my bacon decades later. This place, it's more than just trees and a lake so clear you can see trout darting 10 feet down. It's got old-growth pines that hush you up like you're stepping into a cathedral. And here's the kicker, mineral rights that stretch a mile in every direction. Grandpa was no fool. My dad ran Willow Creek for 35 years, turning it into a slice of paradise where families came back summer after summer. Kids caught their first fish here. Parents remembered what it felt like to breathe without city smog choking them. When Dad passed from a heart attack in 2020, I didn't just inherit land. I inherited memories, like the night I proposed to my wife, Ellie, under the big sycamore by the dock, stars reflecting off the water like they were winking at us. Ellie fought breast cancer like a warrior, tougher than I ever was in the Marines. But we lost her 2 years ago. I buried her right here, next to Grandpa's first cabin. And now, this place is all I've got left for me and my 16-year-old daughter, Sophie. She's got her mom's fire and wants to study ecology. Says this land's her classroom. But keeping 900 acres ain't cheap. Property taxes hit us for 20 grand a year, plus repairs, insurance, and the septic system that always picks 3 a.m. to die. Every camping fee keeps us afloat, barely. Then along comes Veronica Styles, pharmaceutical tycoon, strutting into our lives like a bad storm in 2019. She'd made a fortune off painkiller lawsuits, yeah, that kind of money. And bought up land for her fancy River's Edge estates, a sprawl of million-dollar mansions on the lake's east shore. Think private yacht docks, an HOA stricter than a drill sergeant, and enough rules to make your head spin. Spring 2022. She shows up at my campground, perched on a picnic table like she's allergic to dirt, her perfume clashing with the campfire smoke. Imagine roses trying to choke out cedar. She's sipping my coffee, nails tapping the mug, and starts lecturing me like I'm a kid who forgot his homework. "Mr. Callahan," she says, all syrupy, "your campfires are disturbing our residents' tranquility. This rustic operation doesn't fit our vision for a refined lakeside experience." Refined, lady? My campers are roasting marshmallows, not setting off fireworks. I try playing nice, offering to tweak quiet hours, maybe team up on lake cleanups, but she just smirks, says, "We'll see about that, Lucas," and peels out in her Lexus, gravel flying like she's auditioning for a car chase movie. By fall 2022, Veronica wasn't just being a pain, she was waging war. She hit us with what I call death by paperwork, noise complaints about kids laughing at bonfires, health department tips about our faulty septic tanks, fire marshal gripes about our wiring, all bogus. But each one cost me hundreds in fees to prove we were clean. Then she got sneaky, spreading rumors at the country club that my campground was attracting undesirables, like we're running a biker gang hideout instead of hosting families from Nashville who just want their kids to see fireflies. Sophie caught wind of it first, digging into Veronica's background for a school project on local influencers. What she found made my blood boil. Veronica's money came from opioid settlements, profiting off misery. And her precious river's edge was built on shoddy permits, dumping runoff straight into our lake. They'd cleared wetlands without a nod from the feds, and their septic system was leaking worse than a gossip at a church picnic. I fought back, filing complaints with the county, the EPA, even the state water board, armed with Sophie's photos of murky runoff and dead fish near their docks. But here's where it got dirty. The county inspector, a guy named Jenkins, let slip that Veronica had donated $60,000 to the mayor's re-election campaign, the same mayor who'd rubber-stamped her permits. Suddenly, my complaints were under review while hers sailed through. Sophie found me that night, chain-smoking on the porch, staring at the lake where Ellie used to toss pebbles. "Dad," she said, plopping into Ellie's old rocking chair, "Mom always said, you don't fight dirty with dirty. You fight smart." Smart, huh? Time to see how smart Veronica really was. Winter 2023, she upped the ante, sending a survey crew to mark my access road like it was her backyard. I caught them staking my trees, recorded the whole thing, and asked for permits. The crew chief stammered, "Lady said this was her land." "Oh, really?" When Veronica's Lexus roared up, she tried to play it cool. "Just a little fence project, Lucas. No need to get upset." "On my road?" I shot back, still recording. Her smile flickered like a dying bulb, and she muttered about lawyers before speeding off. That's when I called my dad's old attorney, Walter Hayes, a guy who's been practicing law since typewriters were high-tech. Walter didn't just pull my property records, he dug up the original 1953 deed. And what we found was better than hitting the jackpot. See, Grandpa didn't just buy land, he bought everything under it. Mineral rights included, stretching a mile around Willow Creek. Veronica's whole development, her fancy houses, her yacht club, all of it sat on minerals my family owned. And Sophie's research? It uncovered Veronica's real game. She wasn't just an HOA queen. She was a front for a natural gas company, buying up land to frack. Every complaint, every rumor, every survey was about pushing me out to get those rights cheap. She had no idea I was holding the deed to her entire operation. Spring 2024, Veronica tried to choke us out, claiming exclusive lake rights and posting security guards to scare off my campers. But Walter was ready, waving that deed like a battle flag. "Lucas," he said, grinning like a kid on Christmas, "your grandpa bought the whole damn lake, water, access, everything." Veronica's lawyers missed it, assuming their money trumped old paperwork. Meanwhile, Sophie's ecology club turned into my secret weapon, testing lake water and proving river's edge was the real polluter. We caught their guards on camera dumping oil near our intake, trying to frame us. One of them, a vet named Martinez, tipped me off. "Lucas," he whispered, "she told us to make your life hell. I ain't cool with that." He started slipping me photos of Veronica bribing officials at her yacht club. By summer, we were ready to strike. I rallied the town at a packed community meeting, showing Sophie's data, clear water by our docks, sludge by theirs. The crowd was livid, chanting, "Save Willow Creek," like it was a rock concert. Then Veronica made her fatal mistake. She tried to buy me out, offering $2.5 million for the campground, acting like she was doing me a favor. I recorded every word as she leaned in, voice low, saying, "Lucas, my partners have big plans for this area. Gas extraction, jobs, millions in revenue. Play ball, or things could get complicated." I just smiled, said, "Complicated my middle name," and sent the recording straight to the state attorney general. July 10, 2024, was the day Veronica's world imploded. The county commission meeting was a zoo, news crews, locals, even feds in the front row. I stood up, Sophie by my side, and laid it all out, the deed, proving we owned the mineral rights under river's edge, Sophie's water tests showing their pollution, and that recording of Veronica admitting to bribery and threats. The room went dead quiet as her voice echoed, "Sometimes problems disappear if people are reasonable." Her lawyers scrambled, but it was over. The feds cuffed her right there, racketeering, bribery, environmental crimes. The crowd roared, cameras flashing as Veronica, in her perfect suit, was led out like a defeated queen. The commission yanked her permits, and her gas company folded faster than a cheap tent. By fall, justice hit hard. Veronica got 2 years in federal prison and $3 million in fines. Her cronies turned on each other, cutting plea deals left and right. The mayor resigned when Martinez's photos tied him to her bribes. But the real win? We used those mineral rights to secure Willow Creek forever. I built an ecology center in Ellie's name, with Sophie running water labs for kids. She got a full ride to Vanderbilt for environmental science. And our campground's now a national model for green tourism. The new River's Edge HOA even pitched in, planting community gardens to clean up their mess. Every morning, I sip coffee on that same dock, watching Sophie's students test the lake, cleaner now than it's been in years. Ellie would have loved this, seeing us beat a bully with nothing but truth and a 70-year-old deed. But here's the thing, folks. Every town's got a Veronica, someone thinking money buys everything. So, drop a comment. Tell me your story. Ever had an HOA or big shot try to steamroll you? How'd you fight back? Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep shining a light on these fights. 'Cause next week, I'm telling you about a Montana farmer who found out his neighbor's vineyard was built on his great-granddad's land. You won't believe how that one ends.